Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. Lately I put out some videos explaining the things about homelessness, living in cars, and everything else, fam. And people say, hey Unc, you shouldn't talk about things that you don't know about. Fam, if I talked about it, I know about it. I've been through it. The only way to go through a storm is to go straight through it. And a lot of times people turn around instead of going through the storm. You got to go through the storm. You got to face it. And you got to make it to the other side. You know what? A lot of people don't understand in life, there's three things that you deal with. There's good, there's bad, and there's the in-between. And it's not the good or the bad that gets people. It's everything in between that gets them. Because that's the hardest shit to conquer. People can survive in the good. People can survive in the bad. But the in-between is something totally different because it has no rhyme and no reason. So what I'm trying to explain to you is, shit, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Where I was at, again, then is different from where I'm at now. It's up to you, to get yourself out of it. You can't depend on anybody else to save you. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about God. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about you can't depend on God. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm saying you can't depend on anybody else to save you. When you going through your trials and your tribulations, you got to come through. This is where you got to, come up with your inner strength, your inner power. You got to stand up. Man, a lot of times people don't understand, shit, sometimes, look, you meet a woman, you stay with her, and shit, you get a job, you make that shit work. A lot of people, don't get it. They make it seem like, this life out here is easy. It's not. It's hard. Each time that you turn around, there's always something going on, fam. Like I said, you're sitting here working a job and you really don't know what the hell going on with that. There's no more loyalty with these damn jobs. This new generation, like I said, I'm proud of them. They jumping from job to job. Back in the day, that shit was seen as taboo. Now, that's seen as normal. If I knew what I knew back then, I would have been jumping from job to job too, because now that there's no loyalty. You're sitting here, you're dealing with a lot of shit, and you stress the hell out. Fam, you know what? I'm working on what I need to work on right now. I'm pushing things out the way that don't require my immediate attention. Like I say, with these collections and things like that, shit's gonna take time. Don't go rushing trying to build a collection up in 2 weeks. Why? This collection I have wasn't built in 2 weeks. Shit, it wasn't built in a year. It was built more than years. And that's the thing, fam. As you go and you push, shit was built over damn near 10 years. But people don't understand that. People can only see what they want to see, because that's all they want to see. Again, some things are new, some things are old. When you look at this life as a whole, man, you just got to pay attention to it. Man, there are going to be people that hate you just for breathing. There are going to be people who don't hate you just because. Ain't shit happened, you ain't did nothing to them. They just don't like your energy. Your energy don't vibe with their energy. That could be friends, family, romantic relationship, or just anything else. Man, we are too quick to just forgive people. And you just can't forgive people sometimes, fam. When people have done wrong, you gotta back the hell up. You fooled me once, shame on me. You fooled me twice. Now see, that's me not paying the fucking attention. Fool me again, I deserve what the hell I got. My point is, man, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. When shit gets rough and people start running and disappearing out your life, but when shit good, everybody trying to come in and tell you everything they done, man, get out of here, man. This is why I say you gotta have, things that make you you. Shit gotta make sense. I've been pushing for a long time, redoing stuff, trying to get things right, working on, like how to make extra money and things like that. And like I said, if you got a side hustle out here, and I'm just being honest, if you got a side hustle, keep it a side hustle. If it brings in money, if it brings in $10,000 extra a month, keep it a side hustle. Go to your 9 to 5 job every day. Go to your 9 to 5 every day, except for vacation and holidays. Go to your 9 to 5 every day, unless you got time off. Reason why I say that, your 9 to 5 job pays all the damn bills. It grants you that health insurance. So whatever money you making off that side hustle is yours. You get what I mean? It's legitimately yours. You know, you don't have to sit here and say this money don't go on the bill. Because I see so many people who have good side hustles. Man, I'm going to just quit my job because you see the side hustle is bringing in so much money. I said, man, look, I'm going to tell you something. That side hustle ain't paying your health insurance. It ain't paying the rent. It's not paying your utilities. It's not paying your car note. They ain't putting gas in the car. It ain't putting food on the table. I said, that side hustle is just straight extra cash. I said, leave it that way. No, man, I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to do it that way because it don't make a lot of sense, because the more time I could pour into it, the more money I could make. Okay, it make a lot of sense. It really does. So the person pours a lot of time into it. You know, makes this their main gig. You know, a lot of people don't realize once this shit become your main gig, your main source of income, you didn't realize why you was actually doing this. This shit fluctuates. You know, money fluctuates. It doesn't stay the same consistency. You know, like sometimes you make more this month, you make less this month. You make more this month, you make less that month. You know, I'm just saying, well, let's put it in weeks. This week you made this, that week you made that. It's not consistent. So you sitting here like, oh shit, how I'm gonna pay this and how I'm gonna pay that. Now your side hustle is your main gig. Now you paying all the utilities, all the car stuff, all the rent a mortgage out of just all of this, right? So you sitting here, you barely got any money left. You know, you sitting here like something that you was actually having tons of money and was able to do shit, go on trips. But no, like I said, people do too much. Now all of a sudden the shit looks crazy as hell. You gotta keep winning. Stop being scared to win. Stop being scared to move forward and, you know, prosper. You know, like I said, man, just being honest, man, I do a little side hustle, man. And, you know, I do it. But the thing at the end of the day, I never make my side hustle into something that, you know, contributes to anything. You know, I leave it for what it is. You know, my friend was telling me a long time ago, he's working 2 jobs. And he was like, man, see, I don't want to work a second job because, see, that money don't get figured into, you know, the income and, you know, and I'm going to be using that money to pay bills and things like that. I said, you know what? That's what side hustles and everything else is for. For when you don't have that money is available. You can use that money, you know, in lieu of anything else, man, instead of putting it on credit, you know, to cover things, you know. Dude, it's hard to explain shit when nobody really want to pay attention. I'm not looking down on anybody or anything. Like I said, I've been through all this. And this is why I'm telling you, sometimes you don't have to go through it. But I understand it's our nature to want to go through shit. And sometimes it either go good or it go bad. And sometimes it goes so damn bad, you just start crying. Man, that's why I say you got to have a plan in this world, man. You got to know what it is that you want to do. Because, you know, nowadays it's very different. Shit, the rent is an arm and a leg. Back in the day, you shit. Renting a room back in the early 2000s, back in 2000, 2001, renting a room was like $100 or $200 damn dollars a month. You could get rooms for $75 damn dollars. Now they want half a damn mortgage. Some of some of rooms now cost $400 and $500 damn dollars. I'm like, wait, shit, I'm trying to figure this out. How does this work? You know, I'm so confused. You know, I'm trying to live and I'm trying to grow. And you know what I'm trying to say here is, don't knock your blessings. You know, some of the wisdom that you get from people, pay attention to it. Pay attention to all the shit that people tell you. That way you could be like, man, you know, I'm a better person for this. You know, I don't have to deal with that. minus this and that, man, shit. I'm trying to make shit work. Again, people keep telling me, man, you don't know what it's like. You never been through this. You never been through any of that, man. I'm going through all this. You never been through any of it, man. I've been through all of a lot of the shit I talk about. But yet instead, because you still standing, you still breathing, people don't believe you. You not curled over, you not crying. You didn't give up. You know what? Your life is based on you. Whatever you choose to do, that's on you. If you don't rise to the occasion, it's on you. At the end of the day, it's your choice. This is why I say, man, we need to keep pushing and keep grinding, make it better. Like I said, I got friends who collect cars. And, hell, he used to buy cars like every other month. Not like, before anybody starts saying, oh man, he buying like $20,000 and $30,000 cars. Nah, he was buying like $2,000 and $3,000 cars, man. Fixing them up, working on them. The projects, like a Chevy Beretta Z24, something like that. Then a Chevy Cavalier Z24, man. Those were some pretty cool cars. Then, he had a little Camaro that he was working on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Shit that you want to do. But when the prices of material, far as like the parts and shit start going up, an arm and a leg, then, you start going down to the junkyard and the prices there are an arm and a leg. You start backing up. You're like, wait, this is not feasible anymore. Especially when you're not begging for money from anybody or people not donating. You doing this yourself. But see, on top of that, also when you do things yourself, people do get frustrated because it's taking you too long. Shit take you too long because you don't got the money to do it right away. And if you did, it'd be done already. It's just real talk, fam. But till later, peace out.